Gaming Bolt presents Top 15 Games of Gamescom 2015. Gamescom is growing steadily and may even surpass E3 soon enough. This means even bigger games, which is never a bad thing. Here are the top games of Gamescom 2015. Number 15, Star Citizen. With its recent Gamescom announcements, Star Citizen has made it possible to rocket through the cosmos with your friends. Multiple players will work in tandem to control a massive starship. One player will maneuver the ship, while others will control the turrets and maintain the ship. There is even an option to open the hatches and take a spacewalk in the midst of battle, but this may be for the bravest of space adventurers. Number 14, Cobalt. Mojang, developer of Minecraft, has announced a new title called Cobalt. Coming to Xbox One and PC, the game's quirky pixel art and stubby characters look right at home in this fast-paced arcade shooter. Running, jumping, flipping, and shooting are all things that you will do to survive and make it to the end of each stage. This can be done alone or with friends, each player competing to get the most points and cross the finish line first. Number 13, Unravel. Amid EA's lineup of shooting and driving games comes Unravel, starring a small yarn doll, appropriately called Yarny, on a journey of discovery as he uncovers the history of a family that has drifted apart. Using the yarn from his body, he can swing across gaps, clamber up walls, and solve cunning puzzles to avoid becoming unraveled. Beautifully realized and full of heart, Unravel will take players on an emotional journey, and each new look just reaffirms this. Number 12, Forza Motorsport 6. Forza is back, unsurprisingly, and it's going all out for the 6th entry in the series. With hundreds of cars, new and old, the franchise continues to serve players a realistic racing experience. Gamescom served as the stage to unveil more tracks and cars, slowly revealing what the finished product will contain. Complete with real-world tracks, cars, and lifelike graphics and physics, Forza 6 will continue to refine Microsoft's premier racing franchise. Number 11, Need for Speed. The classic racing franchise is rebooting itself after 20 years of street racing and hairpin drifts. Centering on authenticity and player customization, the new title, called simply Need for Speed, will deliver a more story-centric experience. Like most recent racing experiences, Need for Speed will take place in a massive open world, with plenty of places for players to drift, take jumps, and roar down the roads. Number 10, Killer Instinct Season 3. Unsurprisingly, Killer Instinct is getting a third season with a fresh array of fighters, including some fan favorites from other franchises. The first guest character hopping into the fray is Battletoads Rash. He throws strong punches, charges forward on his hover bike, and even morphs into a wrecking ball to demolish his opponents with a massive combo. With his over-the-top style and crazy gear, he looks like a strong entry into the ever-growing cast of Killer Instinct combatants. Number 9, Call of Duty Black Ops 3. Call of Duty is back in black, but it's switching it up a bit for the third Black Ops game. Treyarch used Gamescom to outline its new multiplayer mode, Arena. It looks to launch COD into the esports scene with fervor. Centered around rankings, specifically wins, players will compete to win matches and climb the ladder. It all seems pretty simple. Winning boosts your rank, while losing lowers it, and quitters are penalized with 2 losses in rank. Number 8, Homefront: The Revolution. The Greater Republic of Korea is stronger than ever in Homefront: The Revolution. Now under the watchful eye of Deep Silver, the series has opened up a world and swarmed the streets with enemy forces. You can approach situations in a stealthy manner, using small bots or drones to scout the field, or charge in guns blazing. With a bevy of gadgets at your disposal, there are countless ways to combat Korea and take back America. Number 7, Mafia 3. Get ready to leap back into the world of organized crime. Mafia 3 brings a gangster-centric series into the 1960s after the Vietnam War. Story is front and center, with the series' same staples of third-person shooting and open-world exploration. Player choices litter the world, from large in-mission choices to small touches, like how to interrogate a victim. One possible option is throwing them in the backseat of your car and driving as recklessly as possible to get them to squeal. At the end of the interrogation, you are then presented with the options to kill or spare the hostage. A perfect example of the brutality of this crime-filled world. Number 6, Metal Gear Solid 5: The Phantom Pain. Despite all the drama surrounding Kojima's departure from Konami, Metal Gear Solid 5 looks to be the perfect swan song to the Metal Gear Solid series. With the release date rapidly approaching, each new gameplay demo serves to highlight the complexities of the new gameplay systems. Mother Base continues to amaze with the crazy amounts of customization and the series' trademark quirkiness. Number 5, Mirror's Edge Catalyst. After its release in 2008, Mirror's Edge became a cult classic. At this Gamescom, EA took the time to show fans that the follow-up will be everything we've wanted from a sequel to the first-person freerunner, showcasing a mission seemingly near the beginning of the game, where Faith is free to clamber up walls and approach the scenario in a number of ways. Number 4, Crackdown 3. We're jumping back into the fray, Agent. The orb-collecting, building-jumping series is returning to Xbox One in a big way. The series' gameplay is intact, with dozens of power-ups to collect, criminals to gun down, and buildings to leap. But With the added power of the Xbox One, the entire cityscape can now be demolished. This opens up new strategic routes that are as awesome as they are useful. Destroy a building to create a bridge across the river, or level a skyscraper to take out a target. The agency is back, and they're not messing around. Number 3, Quantum Break. A long time coming, this media crossover title will finally see the light of day in 2016. The Gamescom presentation finally showed off the TV show and relieved some of the big names that are lending their acting talents to the game. Sean Ashmore and Aidan Gillen play the hero and villain of the game respectively. The game's time-warping mechanics were also on full display, showcasing how the abilities are used in combat and the fast-paced action that accompanies the slowing of time. Number 2, Scalebound. Platinum Games have gained a reputation over the past few years as a suburb action game developer. Now they have paired with Microsoft to unleash Scalebound, exclusively for Xbox One. Gameplay was finally unveiled at Gamescom and showcased fast-paced third-person combat with massive dragon towering behind you, crushing and burning your foes. While it was hard to understand the complexities of combat, one thing was sure: this adventure will take place on a massive scale. Number 1, Star Wars Battlefront. Star Wars Battlefront will allow us to fully realize our childhood fantasies. Soaring over Hoth, weaving beneath an AT-AT, and bringing it crashing to its knees. The game's Gamescom demo revealed the much-requested dogfighter mode. Players will hop into the cockpit of countless Star Wars ships and battle it above many of the series' classic planets. However, not all the ships are player-controlled. In order to give battles a greater scope, many of the ships will be computer-controlled, but these ships will serve as good fodder for any of those aiming to earn hero power-ups and control the tide of the war with Star Wars mainstays like the Millennium Falcon. Let us know in the comments below what games you're looking forward to. If you like this video, why not like and subscribe? It really helps us out. Stay tight, bros.